And it's time once again to get down to the beatdown. This is the Logan Summit Show. I am, of course, your fearless host, Logan Summit, and you are not. This is our last interview of the day. 5 down today. We've got 4 more coming up tomorrow, and we've got some baseball players. So we're going to see if they can knock it out of the park on the Logan Summit Show. All right, let's get to it. We've got a boxer making their pro debut on August 2nd in Nashville at the fairgrounds, all part of Christy Martin Promotions and available right here on Millions.co pay-per-view. It is none other than Yoruba Moreu. Yoruba, how you doing today, my friend?
I'm feeling great, feeling blessed, like always.
Yeah, you wake up like that feeling good out there in Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Yes, sir. I got you, man. It's a beautiful state. I'm blessed to be here, especially we got beautiful scenery. So, I feel blessed.
Well, definitely. You're going to be making your pro debut August 2nd, right around the corner. You're going to be fighting Nadira Spearman, which I got to say, they've got experience, but at 1-16 as a record, how do you feel about going into this fight?
It was different because originally I had an opponent, a different opponent, a veteran. I had set for a month. Then last week, it fell through. So we had to find a replacement. At the end of the day, we play the cards we're dealt with. So, this is why I show my experience and everything. So I can't wait.
Yeah, and you do have some experience, even though you're making your pro debut. You were part of the Olympic trials, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How did that go? How did that come about, and how did it turn out?
Well, to earn your spot in the Olympic trials, you have to qualify for the Olympic qualifiers and stuff like that. And I racked up the points, and next night I made all the way to the semifinals in a huge 54-man bracket. So I got selected in there, went in there. People don't know this, but I fought the Olympic trials with a fractured rib, and I won a fight, lost in the quarterfinals to a good fighter, but it's part of the game.
It is part of the game. How do you think that experience will help you with your pro debut?
Oh, it's definitely gonna help me because, like I said, I have a lot of very much experience in the amateurs, especially in the elite level, and not even just in the amateurs in general, in sparring as well. I've been in there with the top pros and stuff like that. So experience is something you can't buy. So I have a lot of it for sure.
All right, what gym are you fighting out of down there in Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Right now, we're training at a Jack Candelaria Community Center. That's like, man, a lot of great fighters came out of there. Johnny Tapia trained there. Bob Foster trained out of there. So I'm holding my camp down there for now.
And how did you come about finding that as a home for you?
Well, it's always been home for me since a little kid. My pops actually started training out there, and his coach is actually my coach now. So I've been raising that gym since I was a kid in Panthers. So it's only right to start my training camp there and everything.
Is that how you got into the fight game? Your father introduced you to it?
Yes, my father was in the gym at Jack Candelaria Community Center.
Mhm.
And being around him with Coach Emmanuel Naya, seeing all the pros, me, little man, running around, seeing nothing but these fighters in the ring, it flipped a switch in me, and I was like, I got to get into that one day.
That's great. And would you say that your father was the inspiration and fire to get you into a fighting position and become the fighter that you are?
I'll say a lot of reasons, but definitely I had to say my pops and definitely my sister too. My sister is a pro right now. She's a 2-0 pro, Yoruba Moreu. And seeing her and my pops, pops showed me the way. Sister's paving a path for me, so it's my turn now.
So fighting is a family affair. Do you and your sister ever spar together?
Yes, especially for the amateur tournaments. Back then she actually showed me a lot of tricks, and for a female man, people like I swear to this day she knows how to snatch a body, and I've been in the ring with top pros and stuff like that, men like grown men. I'm like, wow, my sister can crack for a female. So she's something special.
Will your sister be fighting as well on August 2nd at Christy Martin Promotions?
No sir, she right now she's on a break right now,
Okay.
so she's doing her own thing, but she will be at the venue.
All right, well, that's great. You can go up and take a picture, get that social media network getting out there and doing its thing. Now, as far as Christy Martin Promotions, I mean, Christy Martin, she is a legend within the sport, has documentaries all about her and all this great stuff. I grew up watching her, probably the first female boxer that I ever took seriously and actually really watched. How did you get into working with Christy Martin Promotions?
uh my manager Jacob Mays, shout out my manager, he told me he wanted to have this special moment for me, especially it's a pro debut. You only have one pro debut, so he got in contact with Christy Martin. Like I said, that's a Hall of Famer right there. So there's nothing better than have your pro debut under a Hall of Famer. So having that is gonna be a blessing. So like I said, my manager Jacob Mays, he said he wanted to have a special moment, so he contacted her and got me on a slot.
Well, that's awesome. And I can't wait to see you August 2nd. And you can catch that fight right here on pay per view as part of the Millions.co awesomeness that we bring to you. You can watch a fight anywhere in the world, anywhere you want to. Your phone, your computer, your TV. It's amazing. Back in the day, I had dial up. All right. Just saying. All right. You don't even know what dial up is, do you?
No, sir.
All right, that's good. You know what? You don't want to know what dial up is. Next thing you know, you'll be asking what cassette tapes are. All right, let's not get into that right now. Have you and your gym been doing anything differently for your pro debut, or is it status quo? Is it business as usual? You're concentrating on yourself and your conditioning, and you're not worrying about the other fighter because, as you know, fighters can change.
Oh yes, sir. That's why we was prepared. Especially starting off on my career. This is what's gonna happen. Some fights might pull out. Like I said, it's the beginning of my career. We see this throughout all the pros. Fights fall out. Fights come through. Fall out. At the end of the day, we're grateful we have an opponent. At the end of the day, and the training part. We that's why we bring in my pro coach Manuel Naya. He's been there. He's been having pros like Brian Mendoza. He got my boy Diamond Boy, and like I said, he's helping me translate into a pro style. That means, snapping my shots, the pro frame, the pro mentality, everything. So like that. So, we definitely ready for sure.
All right, what is going to separate you from the rest of the folks in your weight class and division?
I would definitely want to say my size, my slickness, my frame. I definitely got some pop to my shot. I definitely crack with both hands. You know what I mean? I have an IQ. Like I said, back to my experiences. I've been in there with the top boxers, the top people from the East Coast, West Coast, from Mexico, Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? So like I have experience, and like I said, I'm definitely a sharpshooter. So I just like to let my work speak for itself and let people watch.
Now, you're out there in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Do you ever run at elevation, get up there in the mountains and go for jogs and whatnot?
Oh yeah, definitely. I gotta take advantage of that because Albuquerque, New Mexico, especially the Sandia Mountains, the Sandia Peak. I like running that. Tijeras Mountains, that's 5,000 feet and above. Oh no, actually 10,000 feet and above. My bad. So you gotta get those lungs, get them lungs working.
Yeah, you do. And like you said, you got to take advantage of it. Now, as we've said, your father's was a fighter. Your sister is a fighter. You're a fighter. What does it mean to be a fighter in your family?
Oh, it means everything because, like I said, the Moreu, that blood is fiery blood. So my grandpa, even though he back in days he used to be in the boys and girls club in New York, boxing and stuff like that. Pops out there boxing, sister out there boxing. So we just building our legacy and stuff like that. So definitely watch out for us, especially my sister.
Definitely. I like that. The brother sister combination. You know what? If they ever open up tag teams, maybe they'll have mixed tag teams in boxing and
Oh
you
yeah.
and your sister can fight
Look,
against somebody.
this how you know it's a family business too, because my brother-in-law is Ammo Williams. He fights on Matchroom. That's big bro right there. So
Yeah,
definitely
don't
family business.
definitely don't talk any trash at one of your holiday functions. I'll tell you that much. Somebody's gonna get knocked out. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. So obviously, your father got you and your sister into fighting in the fight game. Who were some of your favorite fighters to sit down with your dad and watch when you were a kid growing up?
Growing up watching as a kid, I loved Regandale. He's a southpaw from Cuba. He fought at the super bantamweight. Man, that man was something special. I love watching him. Roy Jones, of course. the one of my favorites. Also, the reason why I'm Southpaw, Johnny Tapia. Man, so many names, man. Definitely, I'm a student in the game. I would like to say somewhat of a historian too, because I love this sport, man. So I definitely grew up watching a lot of greats and current fighters and everything.
That's awesome. Now, do you have any old school favorite fighter? Like, is there somebody from back in the day before you were born, before your dad maybe even was born, that you enjoyed watching their fights, maybe on ESPN? Uh, old ESPN. I think I forget what they call it, like ESPN for old folks.
Yeah, if I definitely had to go all the way back, one actually, from New Mexico, Bob Foster, because his jab, that man's jab and length was crazy, man. Definitely had to say probably Willie Pep too, defensive
Willie
fighter, really,
Pep.
really, really, really nice. You know what I mean? Um, like one of the greatest, pound for pound number one all time. You have to give it to Sugar Ray Robinson.
Very nice. Yes. All right. Yeah, I like that. I like that. And I think I heard your dad in the background saying Sugar Ray Robinson, way to bring the heat. Way to bring the heat. All right. I appreciate that about you. Um, years down the road, when you look back on your career, what do you hope your legacy is?
Well, when it's all said and done, I want to, be like, he a bad motherfucker. Like that man, no smoke. He was in. He has the accolades to back it up. I want people who wouldn't be like they watching their kids like how me and my pops did watching other fighters. Be like, I want you to watch this guy right here. This man was something special. I want you to see like pick tools out of his box. Watch him, just watch him for his footwork, watch him for his IQ, watch him for his how he set up this knockout. That's what I want to be said and done. Like one of the greats, and someone that they coaches is breaking film down on me.
All right, I like it. I like it a lot. Now, if you were to have a dream fight, you could fight anybody in the world except for my grandma. Who are you going to fight?
Ooh, man, that's a good one. I'll probably have to say, probably because we'll be like same 122, 118. One of the best will be Prince Nassim because his
Oh,
style is
there you go.
crazy. The Prince, man, something special. So definitely have to say the Prince.
All right, I like that. I like that. Royalty, you know what? If you want to be the king, you got to beat the prince to put the crown on. I appreciate that about you. Yoruba Moreu, you will be fighting August 2nd, Christy Martin Promotions. It's all going down in Nashville. Now, you're from Albuquerque. So, how does traveling change your fight up for you? I know you've traveled in the past for the Olympic trials and whatnot, but how does traveling change up your game plan for the fight
Um,
before?
I don't really think it changes up anything. Like I say, in these when I've been in amateur in the tournaments, I fought around all over the U.S. and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
it's really nothing different. I got the same mentality, whatever opponent it is. You know what I mean? So same game plan, same mentality.
Do you have anything that you like to do before a fight or before weighing or anything like that? Or do you have any superstitions or anything that helps you get locked in mentally?
Nah, I would say nothing like that. Just the typical of my music. I love my music. I have like 11 different playlists, so I just gotta put my music on. But other than that, no, nothing else really.
All right, what's your favorite music to get pumped up to in the back?
Ooh, pumped up to man. I probably had to put my you know 90s, early 2000s hip hop and stuff like that. Or nowadays my EBK J-Bo rap and stuff like that. Get me going.
All right, and you know what? You've had a lot of experience in the amateurs. You've done the Olympic trials. You've done all of that. But how are you focusing on your mental health and being able to not do that adrenaline jump? Do you think all of this experience will help you through that because you've kind of been there before?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, whatever, like going back to the amateurs, right? When I find these people in their hometowns or out of state, everything like that, like I said, it's my mentality at the day. I feel like I have a strong mentality. I got that dog in me. So, if nothing really switches up, I just, go there, do my job, and execute it.
All right, you will be facing off against Nadira Spearman on August 2nd. Christy Martin Promotions. You can catch that fight right here on millions.co pay per view. Right now, Yoruba, I need you to make me a prediction. How's it all going to go down on August 2nd?
I'll just say it like this: you fan watching, anyone who's watching, tune into the fight. Once that bell ring, sit there. Don't get your popcorn. Don't go to the bathroom. Sit there. I'm telling you, when it's a green light, when I see green light, I go for it. You know, we want knockouts. The fans love knockouts. We're gonna give y'all a show. Give y'all something special.
Yeah, green light, go. Don't stop. Collect $200 and keep moving on. I like it very much. All right. Look, this is your time. It's their time up there. It's your time down here. This is your time to talk about anything you want. Sponsors you have, sponsors you want. Thank your parents. Thank your brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, nephews, roommate for all I care. Talk about your favorite game. Whatever you want, Yoruba. This is your time. Take it away.
Definitely, I want to say a shout out to my coach Manuel Anaya. Shout out my pops. He gave me the gloves since a young kid. He got me to this position. Shout out to my pops. Shout out to my sister Yoruba Moreu. Shout out Tina Moreu, 2-0 pro boxer. Shout out Emma Williams. Shout out my boy Trevion Boyd, Caleb Medina for keeping me sharp. Shout out all my sponsors, man. Love y'all. Wouldn't be here for without y'all. So thank y'all so much.
All right, it's time to play the game that all the kids are talking about on the playground and all the adults are talking about around the water cooler. It's time to play 5 questions. Yoruba, you ready to play some 5 questions?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, let's do it. Question number 1. What or whom or who is your favorite cartoon character?
Favorite cartoon character? Ooh, I definitely have to say Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
There you go, Rick Sanchez.
Oh,
Morty. All right. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I have a frog in my throat. All right. Question number 2. Now, what's up with New Mexico? What should we know about New Mexico? I feel like I don't know anything about New Mexico except like Billy the Kid.
well, if you like Breaking Bad, we got Breaking Bad out here. That's I. Then ooh, if you love spice, that green chili, man, that's one thing I love about New Mexico. That green chili. That's why shout out my boy Angelo Leo. He got that. He won his world title because some people can't handle the spice. That green chili, man, is something different out here. So definitely, you come out here and get that green chili for sure. Altitude, beautiful scenery. You definitely gotta come check it out.
All right, man. Well, I live in Viva Las Vegas, so I'm right around the corner. You talked about them green chilies and all that good food. Do you know exactly what you're going to eat as a celebration meal?
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I was telling my pops, I don't care what time we come back on Sunday, but we gonna get a burger and green chili burger, man. Go to
Oh,
Blake's or something, get that hash green chili burger.
all right, they've got plans for you, and it's going to involve some food. I like it. I like it a lot. Man, you got to have a good celebration meal because you're going to deserve it after you work it. All right,
Sure.
question number 3. What's your favorite non-combat sport?
Favorite non-combat sport? Um, Whew, damn, that's a good one. I'm glad. I'll probably just have to say like football, but yeah,
No, that counts. It's not a combat sport, as much as it might seem like
yeah,
one
it's
at
a contact
points.
sport, but not a combat sport.
Yeah, it's a contact sport, but until they start throwing clotheslines and rear naked chokes, it's not going to be a combat sport. What's your favorite football team? Do you like?
Ooh, right now, it's like a I'm having, little relationship problems with them. I have to say my New
Oh
York
yeah.
Giants, man. I love my
Oh
Giants, but right now, they got me going back and forth with them.
well, at least you're not a Jets fan.
No, God!
I mean,
No, God, please,
I'm just
no!
saying. I'm just saying the Jets fans got it real hard, and not to say that the Giants fans haven't taken it a little bit here and there, but man, it's hard to be a Jets fan, bro.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, man. They need to get their own stadium or something, cause they got the Meadowlands.
They can't afford it, bro. They can't buy a win. Aaron Rodgers walks onto the field and blows his Achilles out. He's like, "Oh God, oh my neck and my back," but that's got nothing to do with your Achilles. That's okay, man. I got a video game to play. I'll be back in like 6 to 8. See you. All right. Anyways, question number 4. Are you a dog person, a cat person, or a fish person?
I'll definitely have to say like a koala person. Nah, I'm just
Koala person. All right. You know what? They eat only eucalyptus leaves, and they've got those claws, bro. They are not to be with. Those claws are like Wu-Tang Clan. They ain't nothing to mess with, bro.
No, you right for sure, man. Little angry koala, bro. You better start bobbing, weaving, ducking, and diving, man.
Yeah,
Little vicious.
can you dodge a koala bear? If you can, you might be able to be a fighter.
Nah, but for sure though, I had to say I love my dogs. You know, definitely I'll have to say my favorite dog is a Great Dane too. So I'll definitely say dogs.
All right, who let the dogs out? Yoruba did. All right, question number 5. Last question of 5 questions. Here we go. What has fighting taught you about life?
Fighting definitely taught me about discipline, cause in boxing you gotta have discipline. To the when you wake up, go run those miles, being on training, being on weight, to everything. It definitely taught me discipline. You know, a lot of people these days don't have that, so definitely taught me discipline for sure throughout life and everything.
And before we go, what's the best piece of advice your dad would have us tell everybody at home?
Best advice, ooh, damn, I don't know, cause that man he's such a woke person. He's a brilliant person. He always has a piece of advice every day, something new. Uh, Best advice, probably read more books.
Yeah, yes. Definitely read more books. That is sound advice. I absolutely love it. Yoruba, I can't wait to see how you make out with a victory on August 2nd with Christy Martin Promotions available on pay-per-view right here on millions.co. Have a safe trip to Nashville. The fairgrounds are nice. You're going to find yourself at home. And I appreciate you coming on out and spending some time with me today, my friend.
Thank you for having me, sir.
I hope you had a good time.
Yes, sir.
I try to keep it interesting around here. All right.
I liked it, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably one of the best one-on-one interviews I had. Because some people will be making me interview myself. Like, come on.
No, that's no fun, bro. I'm
Yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm in here to make sure that we have some fun and we get the best out of all of us and we keep it entertaining. All right, Yoruba Moreu will be fighting August 2nd. Christy Martin Promotions is coming up this weekend. It's right around the corner. Don't blink and you can miss that fight, so you can catch it right here. He's going to be making his pro debut on millions.co pay-per-view. Don't miss out. All right, we've got 4 more interviews tomorrow. We've got a couple baseball players as well. So get locked in for tomorrow. Until next time, do me a favor and be good to yourself and be kind to others. Pay it forward, play it forward. Rock like a party star, party like a rock star. Smile strong, laugh loud. Last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe so you will know when I will be back doing it one more time. And remember, everyone loves a good fight. We'll see you next time. Yoruba, thank you so much. Be well, my
Thank you for
friend.
having me, my man.